Okay, sorry about the breaks in the video. I'll start this up here in a second. Just run through it before you can't hear me talk. So here's the GT40 Explorer intake. Up top here is a triangulated brace for the strut bars, or the strut bar, whatever you want to call it. Here is the TFI to GM ICM conversion. You can see behind it is the ignition control module in place of where the TFI used to be, and a heat sink to keep it cool, to keep it from failing prematurely. Still retain the spout connector for the EST signal, so you could still set the base timing as you would if it were Ford hardware in here. And then there's a 3G conversion. Just put this on here last year, along with I made a bracket right here and installed a fuse. Just never got around to painting it, but tried to do it right. So I ran red wrap on here, so you know it's a hot wire. So I ran it up to the junction block, where actually this is the old.
Have a good night, sir.
You too.
Thanks.
Run it up to the old starter solenoid, and I was going to make a power block for that, but this serves its purpose. There's a relay here, a Bosch relay. This is the low to high power for the starter solenoid to keep things safe there. Back here is the electric fan relay. I'll pan over here. You can see a 16-inch fan there. ECM controls that, so no need for goofy controllers that try and stall out the engine. I can get more into that later. So here's a Champion 4-row radiator. Keeps this thing pretty cool, especially in Las Vegas heat. You can see the injectors are the EV6 or Bosch Design 3 4-hole 19 pound/hour injectors. I'm running a stock fuel pressure regulator because the aftermarket ones like to fail due to the aluminum seat, and the hardened steel pintle causes the seat to oblong and and it causes it to drop fuel pressure when it gets too hot or when it gets to operating temperature. I wrapped this this passenger side header here to keep the heat down on this side of the engine where the cold air pipe is. That's BBK cold air pipe, and then GM intake air temperature sensor below this or inside the sock here, so you can see where the threads into the pipe. K&N breather. I don't run PCV on this. And then you have the fuel pressure gauge here, so it stays rock solid at 39. There's also a Aeromotive 340 fuel pump in there in the tank as well. Here's another change that I made for the GM computer. So this is a GM map sensor. It looks sturdier than what it really is, but I have to clean that up. But instead of the Ford BAP, this uses the GM map sensor. So 0 to 5 volt reference, and a GM iX stepper motor.